All right, our group's heading out. We're about to hit a site here in Germany. Got the camera crew. Got Ringmaster.
I don't know what I'm going to find, but I'm going to look. You know what? It might help if I had a detector with me.
Wow.
Oh.
1943, German fighter, American airplanes.
This is a joystick from a German fighter.
He has, der ist gestorben. Hat entriegelt. Hat geschossen.
For gun?
Und dann abgeschossen.
Yeah. Wow.
Und hier sind Knöpfe noch. So, ne?
What kind of plane is this?
Messerschmitt 109.
So it was
ME 109 trigger.
You got shot down? Oh, okay, but it's not from here. That's from somewhere else. Yeah, oh, that's far away. Yeah. Maybe we can.
So we just got in the field. We're kind of getting some introduction videos done. First target's a nice screaming 83. And looks to be a piece of the aircraft aluminum. We saw a piece of this back in the shop before we left. So that's what we're trying to find, is more evidence of the World War II aircraft crash. So, nice piece. Maybe we'll find some more. Maybe we'll find some more interesting things. I'm going to show him this piece.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's aluminium. Yeah, that might be a part of the. That's a part of the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what type of plane is it again?
It's an Avro Lancaster, British plane, 4 Rolls-Royce motors, and
Flown by a Canadian crew.
Canadian crew, 7 guys. Mr. Bader can tell you more about it.
Just dug another hole here and popped out. Looks like a piece of lead, but it actually gave a really high reading, and one side of it is stamped with the numeral 25. Hopefully that shows up. Don't know what that means, but we have this historian here, so I'll find out later. Let's go down here and see how our buddy Martin's doing. He's working a hole. Martin, I understand you found something important a while ago?
Yeah.
A nice piece to the plane?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a man.
So this is why we're here. We want to find identifying pieces of the wreckage, obviously, for the sake of the families of the men that were lost here. So I think Martin has come up with something really definitive. There's a big chunk. Oh, and it says Canada on there, and it has a serial number. Plain as day. We know it was a Canadian crew that was lost, and there is the number and some more pieces of the wreckage that he's found here. Good chunks, but that piece right there with the serial numbers and the Canada stamped on it, that definitely, you know, puts a stamp on this site. Something the historians are going to love. Nice job, Martin. Way to go, buddy. Well, I've gone back over the hill. It's been productive, to say the least. I have literally a bag full of World War II aircraft parts. Large, small. I'll take a picture of them after a while, but I can barely hold more in the pouch. But I just popped something fairly shallow up here going up the hill. A cool little old buckle. Something different. Nice relic, looks like it's brass. Had a nice little squeak to it, very thin. But you could sit here and dig aluminum aircraft parts all day long, literally. It's cool because we're recovering history and we actually found a number on the plane, but I'm excited about this because it's something different, and maybe even find a coin if I get lucky. If not, just enjoy what we're doing.
I give it to you. But
all right, we just finished up at the first site, and here is a pile of aircraft aluminum. Tons of stuff, all shapes and sizes. A little bit of trash, but lots of metal, all types. Big hunks here. So we'll go back, and we're going to go to ME-109, a Messerschmitt 109 site, and see what we can find here. But I'm just taking a picture of all this aircraft aluminum before I empty out the pouch and keep going. The second site we're working is where the ME-109 went down. Very hilly, obviously just crashed into the hillside. Down that way, George says, is the hole where the engine hit. And there's just aluminum aircraft parts everywhere. Got something here that's a very high signal. Get it out of the ground. Let's see what we got. And there we go. There's a piece of aircraft aluminum. Dirty, probably burned up from the crash. Uphill from where the bomb, uphill from where the engine exploded into the ground. Obviously there's tons of this out here, so we're gonna keep working it, you know, try to find pieces that have any German writing or numbers on it. But helping to save history. I'll be turning this over to the historians at the end of the day. All right, Henry's checking out something here.
Yeah, this is where they found the engine of the plane. That.
Oh wow, this is the impact site. Don't know how well the camera will pick this up, but it's actually a deep impression in the earth. I'm looking up at the sides of the hill, and it looks like somebody just dug a bunker out here. Two giant holes in the earth. That's how steep it is up on the sides to get up to it. But this is where the German fighter crashed down, and we're finding bits and pieces of it all out in the forest out here. Turning it over to the historian there, and recording some World War II history in the process, we hope. Can you tell me about these?
This is 2 centimeters air gun. The airplane is Messerschmitt 110, has 2 guns in the roof.
Okay.
The air gun. 2 centimeters. The bomber, UK bomber is 60 meters, and the US bomber has a cancel under the airplane.
In the wing, yeah.
The English bomber, no. The German come 60 meters and fire 2 centimeters to the
They're
bomber.
explosive shells.
Yes.
The German fighter would fire it up into the bomber.
It's no good. It's active.
It's active.
Active. No?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, George, you should juggle these. These are still active.
I know, I got pictures of that. That's pretty crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's,
Active
in
German.
Deutsch, in German, schräge Musik. In English, crazy music.
Crazy music.
The sound it makes when they fire. Crazy music bullets.
60 meters is.
You clean your lens off.
We have to check
Just dug a bullet here that they're trying to decide. What caliber do you think it was?
762
Yeah. Interesting.
K89 or so.
But it's very close to where the engine exploded over there. Yeah. Okay, we're still working on the side of the crash here. Pretty close to where some of the other bombs and ordnance has been found. And I've had some targets here. They're squeaking high tone and low tone back and forth. And I popped the first one out. This is close to where I dug the other brass piece. And you can see this was probably in the plane. It's bent and melted. Not high enough caliber to be a machine gun bullet from the wings, but probably from a gun that was carried on board. This piece is another one of the bombs that they would shoot. Musical bomb, they called it. Sound like iron? So very cool. We're finding a lot of these unexploded bombs here, so obviously we will leave these with the historian and let him take care of them properly. Neat World War II history from the same hole. We're in the Messerschmitt bomb factory right here, in the middle of ordnance all over the place.
Another ordnance.
Yeah.
Ordnance.
Ordnance.
Guys have jumped in. I just popped
Ordnance.
that chunk and another brass bullet here. It's pretty chewed up, but there's stuff all in this region.
And then obviously an unfired round.
Nice.
A little bent.
Well, I moved up the hillside from the main crash site and just dug my first 50 caliber right there. Definitely World War II vintage on pieces like this. So we've got bomblets, bullets, unexploded bombs, unexploded ordnance, 50 cals, all kind of stuff coming from the side of this German fighter.
Parts of the plane all the way up here still.
Yeah, wreckage all the way up the hillside. Not a bad day. Well, we're still working the side of the ME crash site here. KG's digging some kind of ordnance. And right up here on the hilltop is our little pile of bomblets, bullets. A lot of these are still live munitions. Just didn't cook off in the fire for whatever reason. Some of them are warped and twisted from the heat of the explosion. Others are just pieces of the bullets and the bombs, the explosive shells and whatnot. Obviously, we're going to leave these here for the archaeologists to come back and do whatever they do. This was a little, looks like the tip of a bomblet. I don't know exactly, but we know it's from an ME 109 and not stuff we get to dig every day in America. So obviously a pretty cool day. Liking it.
Fun.
Let's go fan out and find some more stuff maybe.
Fun to be had in Germany, hey?
Eh?